Hi, first graders. All right, this week for week 3 of writing book reviews, we are going to practice writing again, but this time you have a choice of 4 different books on Tumble Books, and I want you to go through and listen to each of them, and then choose which one you like the best or whichever one you want to write a book review about. When we're writing our book review writers give a little summary without giving everything away. One way to do this is to share only the most important things that readers will need to know about the book and also things that will make them curious, but you're not going to tell them the ending because you don't want someone to tell you all about a movie or all about a book and tell you the ending, because then what's the point of reading or watching the movie, right? So that's what we want to do. We want to read each of the stories, and then we want to give a book review about the story, but it sort of is going to encourage your reader, which means make your reader want to read that story. It's very similar to movies. What if, for example, somebody told you all about Moana, and they even told you the ending? Well, would you want to then watch Moana? Because I would say, well, what's the point? I already know what happens, so there's no point in really watching it. And so that's what we're going to work on with our book reviews. Here's an example. You should read I Am Invited to a Party because Elephant and Piggy don't know what kind of party it will be. And then they find out at the end that it's a fancy pool costume party. You want to give a little summary. You want to introduce the characters, explain the situation or the problem, ask a question. I'm Invited to a Party is about an elephant named Gerald and his friend Piggy. In this story, they are getting ready to go to a party, but there's a big problem. They don't know what kind of party it will be, so they can't decide what to wear. Well, what kind of party will it be? Will Gerald and Piggy figure out what to wear? You'll have to read this book to find out. Here's another example. Harry was a white dog with black spots, and he really hated baths. One day, he knew he was going to get a bath, so he took the scrubbing brush and buried it. Then he ran away. Harry had a great adventure, but ended up turning into a black dog with white spots. When Harry got really tired, he went home, but his family did not know him. Read the rest of the book to find out how Harry told his family who he was. You see how it didn't give away the ending? This book was fun. The pictures show how Harry changed from a white dog with black spots to a black dog with white spots. My favorite part was when Harry jumped in the bathtub with the scrubbing brush so his family would know who he was. I also like the very end when Henry's sleeping on top of his scrubbing brush. I think anybody who likes dogs should read this book. So there's 2 reviews right there. Remember to use your book review template that's attached to this assignment also. You want to use everything you know. Get the reader's attention, state your opinion, give lots of reasons. Include important information, include fancy words, and include a recommendation and a rating. And here's your book review checklist. Get your reader's attention. Give a little summary, introduce the characters, explain the situation. Ask a question. Use comparisons, tell a little story, make a recommendation, and add a rating. So make sure you're doing all of this when you are writing your book review, and you should be in really good shape. I cannot wait to read these book reviews, boys and girls. Do your best.